In this video, I'm going to go over how you can make a lot of money online as a freelance writer, copywriter, whatever it is you want to do from anywhere in the world. I've been doing this for close to 8 years. I got started back in 2015, and I never in a million gazillion years imagined it would land me here, much less that it would make me a lot of money. So in this video, I'm going to go over step by step how to get started making money online as a writer. I'm going to break it down into 5 steps for you guys, and we're going to explore why, if you like to write, if you've always wanted to write, if you're a good writer, if you're an okay writer, this can absolutely be something that you do as a side hustle or as a main hustle. And in case the demand for copy wasn't already big enough before 2020, once the pandemic hit, my business honestly tripled because more people than ever before are bringing their businesses online today. And when they bring their businesses online, they need something if they want to sell a product or service, the copy on their website. They need copy for social media posts, for emails, for ebooks, blogs, articles, their website, their landing pages, you name it. People need words to be able to sell their products and services to other people. So if you're sitting there going, well, nobody reads blogs anymore, what are you talking about? You make a lot of money writing blogs. That's because this is very functional copywriting. This is business copy that businesses need in order to sell online today. From my experience, copy can make or break a business and its website, honestly. If you land on a website and it has typos or it has terrible copy, you're probably going to move on to the next website. Words, especially really well crafted, persuasive, edited, grammatically correct words can encourage people. It can elicit emotion out of them. It can really get them to click that buy button, which is why businesses are absolutely willing to pay you a lot of money for quality copy. There's absolutely not a saturation problem in the world of copywriting. If anything, there is a lack of supply. More and more businesses every day, I think it's something in the hundreds of thousands of businesses are coming online every single week or every single month as our world becomes more digital, and they cannot exist without copywriters. Plus, writing copy is hard work and it takes a lot of time. So even if people at these businesses are good writers, they would much rather outsource it to you, the specialist, so you can handle writing the copy for them and they can focus on running their business. It makes sense. And again, they're willing to pay a lot if they're going to get a really high quality copywriting product in return. Believe me, I got on Fiverr when the dinosaurs were on the internet still. Nope, that makes no sense.
The dinosaurs roam the earth.
Yeah. These jokes always sound funny in my head and then I say them and I'm like, nope. Just to show you guys what is possible with freelance writing, I'm right here, just transparency at its finest. Here is my earnings on Fiverr, and I'm going to even click this refresh button for anybody who thinks there's inspect element at work here. You can see that my Fiverr profile has made over $1.4 million. $2,900 is up for clearance right now, and expected earnings in the next week is $9,908.50. So there you have it. Here are all the pending orders being cleared. You guys, again, I'll refresh it one more time for people who are going to say that this is a lie. And this is just my Fiverr. Again, you guys can be on Upwork, Legit, Contra, LinkedIn, Facebook groups, Discord channels, wherever it is that you want to get your copywriting clients. We're going to talk more about that right now. Last year in 2021 alone, I made over $350,000 freelance writing online. You guys know I now have a team, of course, but I was doing this alone for 5 years and clearing 200, 300K by myself. It's up to you if you want to have a team or not. There's nothing wrong with wanting to have a team, and there's nothing wrong with wanting to do this alone as well. Basically, people will pay for good copy. My average Fiverr order right now comes in at around $200. This is for copywriting that most people can get done in just 30 to 60 minutes. That's a lot of money to make per hour. It's a lot higher of an hourly rate than you are going to see at any 9-to-5 job. Plus, you can do it from anywhere in the world. We love it. So like I said, if you're someone who loves writing, wants to become a writer, has always thought maybe you'd be a good writer, freelance writing in 2022 is, I believe, the most valuable and lucrative side hustle. So now I'm going to break down in 5 steps how to make this a reality for yourself. Let's do it. So just to give you guys an idea, here are all of the different types of copywriting that I offer on my profile, and I only offer these forms of copywriting because they are ones that I actually like to do. So if you see up top, I offer blog writing, I offer press release writing, website content, Amazon descriptions, biographies, app descriptions, ebooks, all of this. These are all different forms of writing. Actually, I have one consultation gig right here that I offer for people who want to learn how to freelance, but everything else, YouTube video script, obviously, NFT content, I do like NFTs. All of these are things that I'm offering on my profile, and I have tried other things that I didn't like that you can see sometimes in my gig graveyard over here. I will write your political speeches. That one didn't last very long for me. It's probably self-explanatory, but basically you can try out different types of copy and see what works for you. And if you go to the Fiverr home screen right now, so I just clicked on switch to buying, you can go over here to writing and translation, and ranked from top left to bottom right is most popular to least popular writing services offered on Fiverr. And you can see how many different things that you could be considering, from case studies to podcast writing to grant writing. I'll click on this one right now. I mean, look at this. There's people charging, $100, just 30 reviews. I mean, there's so much money to be made in this. If I click on add copy, and Fiverr's constantly adding new writing and translation services as well. So you definitely want to check in on them every couple months, because there might be something brand new that you didn't see in the first place. Actually, right now I'm seeing this e-learning content and development is possibly something that I could consider for a gig. So thank you, YouTube video. I might look into this after this video. But bottom line is there's so many different things you can be offering. So the best thing that you guys can do is look around at these different services, see which ones pique your interest, and then just go and do them for free. Go practice them. So if you see, oh, I might like to do grant writing. I'm completely self-taught at this as well. If you just go onto Google, if you go onto YouTube or online courses or podcasts, all 4 of those things are really effective ways to teach yourselves new skills and learn about a different service that you might want to be offering. That's what I did when I started to learn how to write ebooks. I had no prior experience in writing ebooks. I just started to do it, started to read blogs about it, watch YouTube videos about it. You absolutely don't need to go get a special degree or a certification or anything to learn any of this stuff. You just have the internet. You just need to take the time to go onto Google, look up a blog, 10 tips for writing a proper grant. Read the blog and then take a stab at it. Practice writing a grant. See if you like it, see if you don't. Maybe you like writing white papers. Maybe you want to write product descriptions. Whatever it is, give yourself some time, maybe budget out 1 or 2 weeks to really explore these different types of copy and see which ones really align with you and your writing style. Plus, once you start to identify types of copy that you do want to offer, by having done these free work samples for yourself, you have a portfolio already made. Portfolios are super important for getting copywriting clients and justifying your pricing. Your portfolio is absolutely everything. And I do have more content on building a portfolio as a freelancer, and I will be linking to it in the description of this video. I'm going to take a moment to pause here as well and ask you guys, if you like this video, please show it some love, give it a like. Please subscribe if you have not done so already, and turn on your notifications. We release new videos every Wednesday, plus shorts trickle in here and there. So absolutely turn that on, because we have a lot more stuff coming your way. Step 2, you're going to decide where you're going to sell your copywriting services. And this is my favorite part, because there are so many places online right now that you guys can be selling freelance writing services. There are so many more places online to sell it than when I got started back in 2015. Back in 2015, I just had Fiverr and Upwork, but today, you guys, the sky is the limit for where you want to sell your copywriting, which is why this is a pretty fail-proof plan. If you get on enough of these sites, and if you put yourself out there on 3, 4, 5 different platforms, if you have $300 here, $500 there per month, next thing you know, you are earning a couple $1,000s per month, and this can become your full-time gig. You guys know my favorite has always been Fiverr, but there's also Upwork, LinkedIn, Contra, Legit, Facebook groups, Discord servers, Slack channels, Quora threads. There are so many places that are free for you to get on and start listing your services. My recommendation is to pick 2 places to start sourcing your clients from at first. You want to make sure you have the whole time management thing down before you spread yourself too thinly. There's Fiverr and there's Upwork. Those are really great places to get started on. You can also set up a LinkedIn service page. I'm going to link to my YouTube video where I go over how to do that. You can get into a Facebook group. I do have my own freelancing marketplace inside of a Facebook group, like many other people do. If you guys are interested in joining that one as well, people post orders and accept it. It's both buyers and sellers inside of my Facebook marketplace, so I'm going to link to that below as well. It is called the Freelance Fairyland Marketplace, obviously very fitting because I am a fairy. When getting started on these different places and selling your copywriting through them, please do not get bogged down in all of the details and the perfectionism. Don't worry about having a logo or having all of the right legal paperwork drafted. The beauty of using these marketplaces is that you don't need any of that yet. You can just get started. All of that can come later. Just to give you guys an idea, I didn't form an LLC for my freelancing business until 6 years into it. I'm not necessarily recommending you wait that long, but you absolutely do not need to worry about any of this stuff when getting started. You can simply just get on a Fiverr or an Upwork today and start selling your services. That is why they take their 20%. It's kind of a fair trade because they are acting as a buffer between you and the client should anything go wrong. So please don't let the perfectionism stop you here. Get on these sites and honestly just get started, because that is the quickest way to making this happen for yourself. Plus, Fiverr and Upwork are anonymous, which means you do not have to have a social media presence, which I know is probably very relieving for a lot of you watching this. You don't have to run to TikTok or YouTube and start posting all the time and tell people what an amazing freelancer you are. Since they're anonymous, you're not going to be able to link any of it to your Fiverr or Upwork anyway. So that's a huge relief and makes it that much easier to just, again, get started with it. Once you pick the sites you want to start freelancing on, please be sure to download their apps to your phone so that you can answer clients and notifications throughout the day while you're going to lunch, while you're on a bus, anything like that. It makes it really easy to engage with your clients and have really good customer service, even if you're not necessarily sitting at your laptop. Step 3, you are going to brand yourself online as a real living, breathing copywriter. You are going to put it out there that you are a copywriter, that you are selling copy, that you love freelance writing, and that you would be happy to provide your copy to any potential client's needs. So basically, you're going to go around a Fiverr or an Upwork and you're really going to throw it out there into the world. You're going to proclaim that you are someone who is making money as a writer online, and you're going to own it. So what I would recommend to start branding yourself as a real person who is out there as a writer doing your damn thing is to go to medium.com. This is a free blogging website. It basically sets up a blog for you. It is completely free to get on, and you can publish whatever you want on here. There isn't some editor that's going to block you from publishing whatever you want. So this is a really amazing place, I believe, to start kind of carving out your niche as a copywriter. Just to show you guys, I have written some articles in the past on here, especially when I was feeling like I wanted some type of social presence to show people that I'm serious about what I'm doing. So here you guys can see my Medium, just my picture, a little description here. Here are some of the articles that I've written recently, some of the people that I've featured. This is an article I wrote about my friend Georgia and her success on Fiverr. Georgia made over, I believe, $500,000 last year on Fiverr. So I think she has the current copywriting income crown for Fiverr. This is actually probably a good article for you guys to go read. But here you go. This is just me branding myself online, showing people that I am legitimate, that I mean business when it comes to my copywriting, that this is something that I take seriously. And another place I recommend you guys start posting your seriousness as a copywriter is on LinkedIn. There are a lot of people sitting on LinkedIn every day, and you can post articles on LinkedIn. And I try and do this every so often when I think of it. And to do it, you would just go down to activity here on your profile, click on start post, and there you go. If I click on show all activity, I can go over here to articles, and this shows just some of the more recent articles that I have posted to LinkedIn as well. And you can see at first I had, like very few impressions on it, but everything grows over time. And my most recent stuff was up to 3,500 impressions, not bad, but you never know who in those 3,500 might discover you and start messaging you, and next thing you know, you have a client. Plus, it just makes you look good on paper, it makes you look good out in the internet, and then that way it makes it easier if maybe a journalist wants to come find you and start covering you and your copywriting business and your success with it, and then next thing you know, the momentum would basically take off and you're selling ebooks and online courses and all of that amazing stuff that I believe everyone does have their own unique experience and should be able to do. So you definitely want to put yourself out there. Plus, a lot of positive, energetic things are going to start happening to you when you basically proclaim out into the universe that you are a copywriter, you are proud of it, this is where your intention is, this is where all of your good energy is, and you're here to help people. And that type of proclamation, that type of confidence might actually impact somebody else. So just like you guys are watching my video right now, putting yourselves out there, you never know whose life you're going to make better by putting your story out there. I understand you might not want to do this right away, and it can be scary, so give yourself some time. I didn't really start putting myself out there for years. You don't have to wait as long as me, but maybe 6 months into it, you can start blogging and really just get your story out there so other clients can come and find you, because amassing your own personal clients outside of a Fiverr or an Upwork is really the long-term game as a copywriter. It's how you build up your own business and your own brand that you can basically turn into an agency with or without these platforms down the road, which should be the end game for any copywriter. Step 4 is you're going to apply to the premier programs that exist inside of these freelancing marketplaces. So what I mean by that is on Fiverr, for example, they have a program called Fiverr Pro, which is regarded as the top 1% of talent on Fiverr. So Fiverr pitches this to clients and lets them know that if they use a freelancer through their Pro program, they are going to be getting the highest quality content, the highest quality copy they can possibly get through Fiverr, which is why Fiverr Pro sellers, which which is what I've been doing since 2017, can charge a lot for their copy. As a pro seller on Fiverr, for example, there is an equivalent program on Upwork. You basically come with this ribbon, this pre-vetting that lets clients know that they can trust you and that you are going to deliver a high quality product to them, which is why they're not really going to challenge you on charging a lot for whatever it is you sell. So you guys can see right here, I just looked up Fiverr Pro, and it's basically this own little program inside of regular Fiverr. As you see, there aren't as many categories up here. This is Fiverr Pro, has fewer services right now. But the Fiverr Pro program, they all have this little pro verified tag right here, which just immediately communicates to clients that they're worth whatever they're charging. Basically though, when you look at the prices, you can see everyone's starting at $200, $900, $250, $1,000, $325. You see the prices are way higher than you're gonna see in the rest of Fiverr, and that's again because these people come with this pre-vetting process that is just this automatic trust you're gonna get from these buyers that you don't basically have to win over from these buyers, which is ideal. And if you're wondering, okay, well, how do I get into Fiverr Pro? I want to be part of the top 1% here. What does that look like? So I'm actually going to link to my other video where I talk about everything you need to know about joining Fiverr Pro and how to make sure you get accepted into it. But real quick, I'm just showing you guys, all you have to do is look up Fiverr Pro on Google. You're going to get to this landing page. Since I'm already part of the program, I can't apply for it, so I have different buttons here. I can just click on see my application, but I can come in here normally and click on application form. Go through with filling it out. It usually takes around 45 minutes, so give yourself some time to make sure you provide really in-depth and quality answers to Fiverr. And if you don't get accepted, I believe currently they let you reapply every 60 days, so do not fear. So fear not. I always say that, so fear not. Don't worry if you guys don't get accepted into it. Rejection is absolutely a part of all of this. Failing is okay. We love to fail. I've learned my most from failing, so don't worry about that. Go above and beyond and apply to get into these programs, because I promise you, it is a much faster path to making a crap ton of money freelance writing than it is to not apply to them. Okay, and finally, step 5, my favorite step, is to ultimately build out your own freelance copywriting agency in the long term, so it's not you who has to be at your laptop doing the writing all day, every day. This is how you stop trading time for money, and is how you can actually start making passive income and achieve your goal of financial freedom, which should be everybody's goal at the end of the day. I have a freelance writing agency that I manage out of a Slack channel. I'm not going to show you guys out of privacy for my freelancers, but I onboard them into my Slack, where 6 of them take on a rotation of different copywriting orders, and my best friend, who is currently filming this video right now, manages the allocation of the work. She's my operations officer, so she'll log into my Fiverr for me and hand out the work to the writers based on their availability. Since all of my writers are also freelancers, I cannot force any of them to take work from me, so basically we offer it up to them, ask them if they're interested in taking it. If they do accept it, we give them the timeline, we give them the details, and then they are paid for their work. Generally, my rule of thumb is how I price it for my freelancers is based on the word count. It should come to around $30 or more per hour for them. I'm not going to provide specific details on what I pay each person, because again, that is their personal information. But if you guys want to ask me more questions about my overall structure, I'm happy to answer them below. You can customize your agency however you want. You can have a big website, you can hire actual employees, you can use freelancers like I do, you can use a contra profile instead of building out a huge website if you don't want to do that. There's a lot of different customizations you can do when building out your own agency, and I'm going to do a lot more content on this topic specifically for you guys. There is a lot of responsibility that comes in with owning your own agency and hiring out people below you, and you're going to need to have experience on your own doing this first before you're going to be able to create an effective hiring plan or strategy. I recommend doing this for at least 6 months. I would really recommend even longer before you start outsourcing the work, because you really want to become the master of your own business before you start bringing other people into it with you. That's just my advice. You guys don't have to follow it, but don't say I didn't warn you if you jump the gun and try and do this only 3 months into your journey. When you get to the point of building out your own freelance agency, this is an appropriate time to think more about the legal identity of it, the taxes, the business bank account, all of that stuff that should come along with establishing a legitimate business. And like I keep saying, I'm going to do more content on this as well. I have a lot of content coming your way about freelance taxes, benefits, legal structures, all that good stuff. So stick around for that, because you guys have heard me say over and over again, I made made a lot of tax mistakes in 2021. I do not intend to make again with my freelance writing business. So I will be sure to bottle that all up for you guys so you don't have to make the same mistakes as me. Remember to save all of these stressful details until later in your copywriting journey. You don't want to dump all of this on yourself in the very beginning. That's why I always recommend people get started on a Fiverr or an Upwork first before you attempt to set up your own agency. And there you have it. The world is absolutely desperate for people who can provide on-time quality copy. I would argue these people are desperate for it. They cannot operate their business online without it. So many people are not good at writing. I am noticing a steady decrease in overall grammatical, spelling, all of it across the board online today. So many people do not know the difference between there, and there. I mean, you name it. These people are willing to pay other people to know the difference between there, and there so that they don't have to. And for the devil's advocates who are going to say, well, what about copywriting AI software? I've tried it. It's okay. It doesn't even come close to replicating what an actual human being can provide. If you want to use the software, go in there and edit what it provides you and humanize it, be my guest. At the end of the day, I do find that takes the exact same amount of time as if you had just wrote it yourself. So that's up to you. Maybe 10 years from now, if that software becomes so good, there's no need for copywriters anymore. I will tell you there will always be a need for humans to monitor the AI copywriting software. So don't worry about not having a job 10 years from now. And I don't worry about 10 years from now. I only worry about 1 year at a time. I never tell people I have a 10-year plan. I think it's impossible to have one. And if this can be making you 6 figures in the next year, it doesn't matter what could be happening 1 decade from now. But like I said, there's always going to be humans that are going to need to sprinkle in their humanness to whatever these robots are doing, especially when it comes to something as artistic and creative as writing. All right, guys, I have way more content coming your way. Every Wednesday, I'm dropping it on this channel. You know the drill. If you like this video, please be sure to subscribe and let me know if you guys are already established copywriters. Let me know what your experience has been below. If you're brand new to this, don't be shy, write in. I'll answer your comments and questions and we can get a nice little conversation going. But bottom line is, I really, really do believe that this is one of the most impactful and effective, lucrative side hustles that you could be starting in 2022. So please, please do not sleep on this. All right, guys, be back soon.